Good morning, everyone. For those of you that don't know, I am the District 6 2017-2018 Speechcraft Chair. We're aware. Speechcraft is a workshop for onboarding new or non-Toastmasters to the Toastmasters process. You basically get a handful of new or non-Toastmasters together, and you spend a few meetings focusing on them. You assign a mentor to them one-on-one, and you work with them to get their first few speeches done, and you teach them how to do a few roles, like giving a table topics response, introducing someone, evaluating someone, things like that. This is the kind of thing that might take months to learn and go through as a Toastmaster, but through Speechcraft, it only takes a few weeks. When you think about it, Speechcraft is a really easy sell for new and non-Toastmasters. Like, wow, I'm going to get on board and be a really strong member real quick. Sign me up. But today we're going to talk about what's in it for us. As for people who are running Speechcraft, there's a lot of things in it for us. Speechcraft strengthens the club by infusing the club with a handful of new and really strongly onboarded members. Speechcraft teaches us how to get out of our comfort zones with new meeting formats and events. And lastly, Speechcraft improves the mentoring and leadership skills of the current members of the club. So when you think about it, there's a lot in it for us to actually give Speechcraft as well. My fellow Toastmasters, Speechcraft strengthens our club by infusing us with a whole bunch of new, strongly onboarded members. When you ask people who have been through a Speechcraft workshop, who were Toastmasters before then, and you ask them, hey, what do you think about that? They say, boy, I really wish we had Speechcraft when I was joining Toastmasters. That would have been a really big help. Instead, what happens when you join Toastmasters, frequently, you're a little bit lost. Maybe your mentor isn't the greatest mentor in the world, maybe they're a little busy, maybe they can't reach out to you a particular week, and it takes a little getting used to the format, and it's a little bit daunting and intimidating. When you go through Speechcraft, you are the focus. You say, hey, new member or non-member, we're going to be focusing on you. We're going to be giving you a one-on-one mentor to walk you through these things, and you're going to be the focus for a few meetings. You're not going to be challenged by some great speaker, like somebody's going to give up and give this fantastic speech, and then you're supposed to come up and give your first speech. It's nothing like that. It's all going to be new people, and you're all going to be having your hand held through it. So again, it's a really easy sell for new and non-Toastmasters. But for the club, what it means is we get new blood, and these people are on board. They're ready to go. They're highly contributing members in just a few weeks. Instead of having to wait for them and struggle with them for a few months, if they even hold out that long, you're working with them to be very strong in just a few weeks. That's really good for the club because we get this injection of new blood, of new energy, new thought processes that will help give us new information and help us grow as members. Speechcraft teaches us how to get out of our comfort zones. We'll have new meeting agendas, we'll have to run an event, that kind of thing. It's great that we go through the motions and we learn Toastmasters process, and we do the same thing from week in and week out, but after a while it gets a little stale. You need to step out of your comfort zone and have different meeting formats. We'll have an anniversary meeting, we have holiday parties, stuff like that, and one really good way to step out of our comfort zone is to run Speechcraft. The Speechcraft Coordinator Guide will give you a layout for how the meeting is supposed to be run, but it is different. So you're just going to test your mettle to say, how do we do things a little bit different? And are we going to be frazzled? Are we going to be able to stand up to the challenge? Another thing you have to think about when running a Speechcraft is that you're going to have to run some sort of membership building drive. I just said we're going to bring in a whole bunch of new people. How the heck are we going to do that? We have to plan that. We're going to print out flyers. Each club's different, but we're going to be printing out flyers. We're going to be saying, hey, you, every single one of you, please try to bring a new guest, somebody who's never been here before. Tell a friend, tell a coworker, like, hey, this is meaning a lot to me. I think you should come check us out. And then we're also going to be going to a conference. We're going to have a booth, and we're going to say, hey, we have this event. It's going to onboard you to Toastmasters. It's going to get you in the door real quickly, and it starts next week. Great plan that we have in place. But having a Speechcraft workshop forces you to plan an event, and it teaches you a lot of leadership skills by doing that. So we get a lot out of it. Finally, Speechcraft improves the mentoring and leadership skills of the club. Does anybody know the tagline for Toastmasters? It's okay, you can interrupt. Anybody? I'm at this point.
Making great leaders.
Very close. Where leaders are made. A lot of people think it's a speaking club, but for the most part, when you ask people why do they want to be a better speaker, the answers they give you are because they want to be a better leader. In reality, this is about being a better leader. How does Speechcraft help us do that? As I mentioned, every participant, every new person, non-Toastmaster, new Toastmaster, will have a mentor. Well, it's going to be one of us. So we're going to have to figure out how to be better mentors. A lot of us have already had some mentoring experience, but we will all be working with someone closely, week in, week out for a month. And that's going to really strengthen our own individual mentoring skills. And of course, leadership skills. We're going to not only be mentoring, which is a strong portion of leadership, but we're going to be putting together 4 meetings in consecutive weeks, and it's all going to be focused on the new people. When you're focusing on how to help other people, that's called being a leader. And that's what we're going to be doing for a whole month, 4 weeks in a row. So, that not only is it going to be helping us individually with our mentoring and leadership skills, but as a club, that's a huge boom, because we're all going to be, we're going to have a handful of better mentors, everybody's going to be a better leader, and that's going to pay dividends for the club for years. We're going to be infused with a whole bunch of new people that we're going to be training and everything. Really great, a lot of positive things. To recap, everybody, yes, Speechcraft is a very easy sell for new people because it says, hey, you're going to learn a lot in a little bit of time, and you're going to be a strong member right away. But for the club, what's in it for us? A lot. But if I had to boil it down, I would say Speechcraft strengthens the club by infusing the club with new, strongly onboarded members. Very valuable for the club to get those new insights, new perspectives. Speechcraft teaches us how to get out of our comfort zone to plan different meetings and different events. And lastly, not least, Speechcraft improves mentoring and leadership skills of the club, each individually and, of course, for the whole club in perpetuity. Mr. Toastmaster.